All right, so I am very blessed right now because the other day I had a conversation with this young man, and you got to understand something. On the road, you don't get to see much fruit. You know, you go and you water, you plant, you trust God for the growth, but you don't. It's not like being in local ministry when I was a pastor, when I got to see the fruit. You just trust that God's going to grow the fruit that you're out trying to sow and water on the road. And every now and again, God gives you a little blessing that you didn't see coming, and this was a blessing. And Carl, Reasons for Hope, Carl is founder, and he would go into places for years ago and do what we're still doing today. And again, not really seeing that fruit. But I want you to hear this directly from Grant, because we are in the sanctuary here.
Yes.
Where Grant is youth pastor.
Yes.
There you go. Take this and
Okay.
tell us a little bit about what happened.
Yeah, so right now I serve as the youth pastor at the Cowboy Church of Ellis County, which is in Waxahachie, Texas. And we are having a youth creation conference this weekend, 7th through 12th grade. We've got over 40 students.
It has been awesome.
It's been
man.
great.
It's
been great.
Awesome.
We've got over 40 students here, but really
who have been so engaging. Man.
Yes.
They have been just lock and step.
Very
it's been
interactive.
Really awesome.
Very interactive. But I first heard about Reasons for Hope when I was in youth group. Carl Kirby, he came and spoke at my home church, Ankeny Baptist Church in Ankeny, Iowa. And he spoke during our Sunday services, I think maybe even specifically to our youth group at times.
Yeah.
And I was always impacted and challenged by his messages and just some of the research that Reasons for Hope has done. And so I've always kept them in mind, and I've always, been to the website and just checked out the different resources there.
That's awesome.
And then when I came here to be youth pastor, which was about 2 years ago, I've really had this idea in the back of my mind of having a youth creation conference. And finally this weekend, we were able to make it happen.
Amen.
And part of the reason why I wanted to do that, kind of what I was sharing with Dave last night was, these are 7th through 12th grade students.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out if God is even real, if creation is even real.
Yeah.
So I'm all about having, a youth camp, a youth event where we, preach on holy living or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But, these
There's
kids,
balance. There's
yes.
balance to it.
Yes.
And what you're doing right now is a great balance, because, man, I've had so many of these kids come up to me just after this last one where I did a talk on dinosaurs and the fact that dinosaurs had to have been created on day 6. And kids are coming up to me and they're like, so basically everything I've learned in school is wrong. Because they're going to public school where dinosaurs were extinct 60 million years ago. The earth is, however many billions of years old. And you can see the lights going off. And I know that when I leave here, you're going to have a different group, because, man, I can see the lights going off. But it all started because, man, Carl came when you were a youth.
Yes.
And then he was like, he told me over the phone conversation, he was like, man, I want to pay that forward to my students. And that's the fruit that I'm talking about. Like, we don't get to see that very often. And so when you told me that, I literally hung up with you and called Carl. I was in a hotel somewhere. I don't even remember. I think I was in Alabama or something. And I called Carl. I said, you're not going to believe this, man. you get this. And he was just lit up. And so thank you for doing that, man.
Oh,
Thank you for taking that seed that was planted, and now look, man.
Yeah.
Look at it. This is really cool. I did a live video. You can go to my page and see that, where they have a whole bowl arena, man. It's an amazing ministry that's going on here. But, man, I thank you for taking that torch and just running with it, man. So, hey, listen.
Thank you, Dave.
Oh, dude, no, I'm so blessed to be here.
And thank you, Carl.
Yes, Carl. Carl's the reason why Reasons for Hope started, man.
Yeah.
He felt the Lord tugging him, and now look at the fruit that's coming out of it. So, hey, listen, you guys, be good, be bold, be blessed, and in the most thing, just love other people. Because, man, when they genuinely see that love, they come around.
Yeah.
Amen?
Amen.
Be bold.